Singapore's strategic bet on K-pop's soft power reflects a broader, carefully calculated vision to strengthen its long-term tourism appeal and global brand positioning in an increasingly competitive cultural economy. Over the past decade, K-pop has evolved from a regional music phenomenon into a worldwide cultural force, shaping fashion trends, digital engagement, youth identity, and travel behavior across continents. Recognizing this influence, Singapore has moved decisively to align itself with the Korean wave, not merely as a concert stopover but as an integrated cultural hub where music, lifestyle, technology, and tourism intersect. By hosting high-profile K-pop concerts, fan meetings, award shows, and pop culture festivals, Singapore taps into a passionate global fanbase that is highly mobile, digitally connected, and willing to spend on experiences tied to their favorite artists. This approach goes far beyond short-term visitor spikes. It is designed to embed Singapore in the emotional geography of K-pop fandom, where memories, aspirations, and cultural affinity translate into repeat visits and long-lasting brand loyalty. Tourism authorities and policymakers understand that modern travelers, especially younger demographics, increasingly choose destinations based on cultural relevance and social media visibility rather than traditional sightseeing alone. K-pop offers a ready-made narrative engine, one that generates constant online conversation, user-created content, and global exposure at a scale few traditional marketing campaigns can match. When fans travel to Singapore for a concert or festival, they also engage with the city's food scene, shopping districts, theme attractions, and urban aesthetics, often sharing their experiences across multiple platforms in real time. This organic amplification effectively turns visitors into brand ambassadors, reinforcing Singapore's image as a vibrant, youthful, and culturally plugged-in destination. Importantly, Singapore's embrace of K-pop is not a passive import of foreign culture but a strategic collaboration that aligns with its broader creative economy goals. The city-state positions itself as a neutral, world-class stage where Asian and global cultures converge, offering top-tier infrastructure, safety, efficiency, and multicultural openness. For Korean entertainment companies, Singapore provides a reliable base for Southeast Asian outreach, media partnerships, and regional fan engagement. For Singapore, these partnerships open doors to co-branding opportunities, creative exchanges, and knowledge transfer in areas such as digital production, event management, merchandising, and fan-driven commerce. The government's support for large-scale entertainment events, coupled with private sector investment, reflects confidence that cultural tourism delivers multiplier effects across hospitality, retail, transport, and the creative workforce. Beyond economics, K-pop's soft power complements Singapore's nation branding narrative. While the country is often associated with efficiency, order, and business friendliness, K-pop injects elements of emotion, creativity, and pop sensibility that help humanize and diversify its global image. This balance is crucial in an era where destinations compete not just on infrastructure but on identity and storytelling. By aligning with K-pop, Singapore signals openness to contemporary Asian culture and youth-driven global trends, positioning itself as forward-looking rather than purely functional. Educational and cultural institutions also benefit, as collaborations extend into dance, music production, fashion, and media studies, nurturing local talent and fostering cross-cultural fluency. Over time, these interactions help build a domestic creative ecosystem that can engage with global pop culture on equal footing rather than as a peripheral consumer. From a long-term tourism perspective, the strategy is about life cycle value rather than one-off visits. A fan who first travels to Singapore for a K-pop concert may return later for leisure, business, study, or family travel, carrying positive associations formed during earlier experiences. This cumulative effect strengthens destination resilience, making tourism demand less vulnerable to seasonal fluctuations or single market dependence. Moreover, as K-pop continues to evolve into films, dramas, gaming, virtual concerts, and metaverse experiences, Singapore's early positioning allows it to adapt and integrate new formats into its tourism and branding playbook. The city's strong digital infrastructure and regulatory environment make it well-suited to host hybrid physical-digital events that define the next phase of entertainment tourism. Critics sometimes question the sustainability of relying on pop culture trends, but Singapore's approach mitigates this risk by embedding K-pop within a diversified cultural portfolio rather than treating it as a standalone attraction. The goal is not to chase trends blindly but to harness their momentum in service of a coherent, long-term brand strategy. In doing so, Singapore demonstrates how soft power, when thoughtfully integrated into policy, infrastructure, and storytelling, can generate durable economic and reputational returns. Ultimately, Singapore's bet on K-pop is less about music alone and more about understanding how culture shapes movement, perception, and belonging in the modern world. By aligning itself with a global cultural wave that thrives on connection and emotion, Singapore positions itself not just as a place to visit, but as a place that lives in the imaginations of millions worldwide.